How about now? Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. Um, and all you guys see is like a black screen, right? Okay, good. Because I only want to film like okay, I want to only film like a black screen because I feel way too embarrassed to show my face. But how is everyone? Okay. I just I look like a slob today, so Oh, thank you. um how many Right now there's 8 of us on the live stream. So, um guys, I don't know how to start like a live stream properly, but I guess do you guys just want me to get into answering some questions you guys had? I have a cat who's attacking all my stuff. Okay. I don't know if there's a proper way to do it. But there's a cat attacking my stuff. Ah! Okay. Should you make a full plan or just start writing with a half plan? Oh, it's not actually Hermione who's the cat. It's a different one named Coffee, my aunt's cat. But Jade asked if there's like I don't know, like a plan, like with writing. I don't know because I don't plan when I write. I'll start with the questions. Okay, I'll start with the questions now. Okay. So I don't know exactly who asked this question because I just have them all written down on a piece of paper. But somebody asked, where and how did I get the idea for the universe rings? And that's a really interesting story. So I bought. Do you know what a mood ring? I bought a mood ring, and it was always blue. And so I thought, what if there was these magical blue rings? And so I looked at my mood ring and I came up with the idea of magical blue rings. And Halo was actually the character I came up with first. So I came up with Halo, this magical person, and then she has blue magical rings, and then I built the universe rings off of that small idea. I didn't really plan because I'm like a pantser, but just off of that, I just kind of made all this other interesting idea. So that's how I came up with the universe rings like 2 years ago. So yeah, that's why the universe rings cover looks like a mood ring. Yeah, all makes sense now. Pulls it all together. So, another question somebody had is if I'm planning to self or traditional publish. And I'm planning on self-publishing because my parents have both published books. My mom has published one. My dad has published, I think, two. And my dad traditional published, and that was like I think it was like really hard for him. And there's a lot that goes into that. You have to like query and get agents, and it's just really difficult. My mom couldn't even get traditional; she had to do self-publish. So I'm going to self-publish because it's just like tons easier. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay. Because somebody said they can't hear me, and I don't know if that's like a problem with my laptop or if that's like, I don't know. Oh, hi, Lily. Um, so yeah, I'm planning on self-publishing. Oh, I don't know why she can't hear me. But another question somebody asked if is can I summarize the universe rings in one sentence? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Um, in one sentence. Um, um, Interitus are destroying universes despite the Venenarius's attempt to stop them. I guess that was really awful. That was one sentence, I guess. I'm really bad at summarizing things. Yeah, summarizing books is like awful. I'm really bad at summarizing things. I like no. That's one way you could describe it. Um, um, so another question somebody had was how do I come up with names? And so I have no idea how I came up with Kenneth. I've probably known one Kenneth in my entire life, and it wasn't even somebody I knew well. So I think I just came up with Kenneth off of the first guy name that popped up in my head. I think that's literally how I came up with Kenneth. Um, I came up with Halo because I wanted a character who was named after like the aura that a moon can have sometimes. You can't hear me? Can everybody hear me? Oh, okay, good. Okay. But I came up with Halo just because of like sometimes the moon can have like this like aura around it and it's like a halo and I couldn't think of any other names, so that's how I named Halo. And lastly, the way I came up with Dior was interesting. I opened my notes app and I had like a file called diorama, like a diorama, but I don't know why I had that in my notes. But I just shortened it to Dior, and I was like, good enough. That's why it's also pronounced Dior, not Dior. Yeah. Oh, you got new glasses? Cool. That's cool, Lily. You thought it was pronounced door? Wait. That's okay. It's Dior. That's how it's said. So, like a diorama, but you shorten it to Dior. Yeah, it's not Dior. Because the thing is when I thought I came up with the name Dior, and then I found out there was a name just like that, which was Dior. Yeah, like the fashion brand. So I've always thought of it as Dior. Apparently it's Dior, but I'm not changing it because I don't like how Dior sounds. No, Kelsey, he did not. Kelsey, it's not ironic. I didn't plan for him to become unalived. That wasn't originally the plan. Okay, it's not irony. Okay, it's it is kind of ironic now. It is, but it wasn't supposed to be originally. Um, somebody in the comments asked. Let me find it. Oh. I saw someone earlier asked a question in the comments, but now I can't find it. So whoever asked the question, they could just re-ask it. But another question somebody asked was, this question kind of confused me, how I came up with the races. I'm guessing it's you mean like Venenarius and Enteridus? Those are both Latin. Also, that flag, is that not the Poland flag? Okay. My favorite food? Burritos. But I came up with Venenarius and Enteridus because it's Latin. Enteridus means destruction, and Venenarius is another word for like wizard or sorcerer. There's like a few words for it, and Venenarius was the coolest sounding. So, but yeah, my favorite food is burritos, and then ice cream, and then hamburgers, and then probably mango. Latin always lets you down? How so? Ooh, another question. What is my dream or goal for the future of my book? Well, I plan to get my book published a year or two from now. And so that's a goal I have for my book. To get my first The Universe Rings book published in a year or two from now. Do I have an editing plan? Well, I've been editing my books on my own with the help of some adults and parents and beta readers and other people who have edited books before. I don't know if it's a plan. I do plan to finish editing my book hopefully by next summer. Though things are getting kind of slowed down, so it might be a little bit later than that. How do you become a beta reader? Well, right now it's kind of people who've read my Wattpad book are beta readers. I have a few people that I like know in person that are like beta reading, but I think I'm gonna start actually like, is it hiring? I don't know, getting actual like official beta readers probably after I finish the 5th draft of my first book. Writing is really hard. Another question somebody had, what was the biggest inspiration for my book? That's kind of similar to the first one, but it was my mood ring, and then I also got inspiration off of Harry Potter, the Seventh Realm trilogy book series, and a few other book series I read around the time when I came up with my idea. Most of them involving like magic and stuff, and characters that are similar to mine. Oh. I'm sorry about that, Lily. That um I'm sorry for your loss, Lily. That's like really sad. Um I yeah. I'm really sorry about that happened. Oh, my condolences. Um so I don't like pineapple on pizza. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Lily. That's really sad. I know exactly how you feel because I've had dogs that have died. No, I don't like pineapple on pizza. Firstly, I'm like allergic to pineapple, and I don't like cooked fruit very much. It's okay if it's like in a pie, but I don't really like cooked fruit. And I'm also kind of allergic to pineapple. My tongue gets swollen. So no, pepperoni's the only way. That's the best pizza, pepperoni. Pepperoni with bell pepper and onion on it, and lots of cheese and pizza sauce. No, no olives. um, um, another question. You're in a long-term relationship with olives. That's funny. Another question somebody had was, do I have any other work in progresses? And I have like a few other than the Universe Rings. So I have my first The Universe Rings book. I have my second one. I'm planning on writing the third one that I haven't started yet. And then I have a few other work in progresses that I haven't worked on in a while because I'm planning on working on them after I finish The Universe Rings. Oh, I don't play anymore, Lily, because I got busy. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I can tell you about my other work in progresses. I have a work in progress idea about a brother and sister that find a fantasy world um after they crawled under like the deck of their house. They crawl under it and they find like this magical fantasy world. And that's a story idea I have. I haven't written much. Um, Another story idea I had was about this magical fire that if it went out, the entire world would freeze over. But I haven't really started writing that one much because I can't figure out exactly how the magical fire works. Um, and then I've come up for like this dystopian trilogy, which I haven't written anything for yet, but I'm like putting down just like ideas I have about it. So those are all my, like, they're not really other work in progresses because I've set everything off aside so I can solely focus on the universe rings. But yeah, those are kind of my other work in progresses. Do I have a book idea that wasn't a book idea, just vibes? Kind of. That's a interesting question. Probably the dystopian idea I had was originally just vibes, but I haven't really written anything for it. Yeah, but I'm pretty much mostly working on the Universe Rings books. Yeah, I feel like most good books start with vibes. I feel like the Universe Rings kind of started with vibes of blue rings. That was like that was the vibe. Blue rings, girl with white hair. Another question. Do I play sports? No, I suck at sports. I I can't play sports. Nope, just nope, nowhere. I can't. Do you listen to Vivian Marie? I haven't heard of Vivian Marie, so nope. She's a small artist. I'll check her out. I'll check her out at some point. What is my favorite songs? Um, In the Stars by Benson Boone, Faded by Alan Walker, and I like Dancing with Your Ghost or whatever it's called, something like that, by some girl named Sasha. I can't fully remember it, but yeah, those are my favorite songs. Yeah, I love Alan Walker. That's really what got me into like music that wasn't Christian. I love sad songs. Yes, yeah, Sasha Sloan. Yeah. Yeah, I love Benson Boone. Um, I still have I have like 5 more questions that I've written down. So I'm just gonna answer those real quick, and then you can ask more questions in the comments. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? To the person who said they can't hear me. So, another. I keep freezing. Am I freezing for anybody else? Because somebody said, okay. So I don't know why I'm freezing for you, but maybe it's your internet or something. But another question somebody had was, do I have a writing routine? And not normally. Normally I just write whenever I feel like it. But I'm doing like a writing challenge for the month of June. So I've been writing like specifically from like 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. every night. And I've been writing about 500 words every day. But normally I don't have like really a writing routine. You guys are still talking about Wi-Fi. I like normally have like pretty good Wi-Fi unless it gets really stormy and then everything gets ruined. But my cat just fell. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. My cat just fell, but she's okay. It's not really my cat, actually. It's my aunt's cat. But since she's living here for now, taking partly, part ownership, I've decided right now. But, a, another question that somebody had was, do I have any characters based off of real people? And I don't actually really think so. I based my character Tally off of a few girls that I didn't really like. So that's who I based Tally off of. My character Tally. Most of my characters are based off of other book characters or movie characters, and a lot of them are just based off of me. And I guess I'm a real person. um, but really, other than Tally, I don't have any other characters based off of real people. What is my cat Hermione doing? She is in the other bedroom of my house, probably sleeping. Yeah, we don't like Tally. Only, yeah. Somebody asked me this really interesting question. They said, "What's my favorite dragon?" Um, I don't have like what type of can it be like a dragon from a movie? Because I didn't know there was specifically types of dragons except for movies. I like uh I like from the movie How to Train Your Dragon. I like Night Furies, so I guess that's my favorite dragon. Toothless, yeah. I also like Stormfly. So I guess those are my favorite dragons. My favorite dinosaur, though, my favorite dinosaur is the Diplodocus. That's my favorite dinosaur, the Diplodocus. My favorite dragon, I would say, is Stormfly and Toothless from How to Train a Dragon. But my favorite dinosaur is the Diplodocus. I used to be obsessed with How to Train a Dragon too for the longest time. I still really like the movies. I feel like I need to watch them again now. Does everybody know what the Diplodocus dinosaur is? Because that's my favorite dinosaur. Yeah. Look it up. It's yeah, it's a herbivore. It has a long neck. It's like a lot of other dinosaurs. Oh, you just found your old work in progress? Oh, I have a lot of old ones. I've deleted a lot too because some of them were really awful. Um, but a question I've been really getting a lot is when will my second book be on Wattpad? I delete my old work because it's really bad. But Olive Tree is an interesting name also. But people have been asking when my second book will be on Wattpad. And so now that I've hit 2,000 subscribers and I'm more than halfway done editing the one of the drafts of my second book, I'm working this out with my mom, who's been helping me edit my books since she's also already published one. And so I'm planning on hopefully putting my second book on Wattpad starting in July, if everything goes well. Oh, I'll say, okay. Oh yeah, Emily. Yeah, Lily. I'll say hi for her. Hi Emily. No, Kelsey, finish reading my first book. But yeah, I'm hoping my second book, if everything goes as planned, starting in July, because we'll be less busy then, my second book will hopefully be on Wattpad. I'll update. I'll give future updates for that, and I'm really excited. I'll be uploading probably one chapter a week. Oh, that's cute, Lily. So, I'm really excited for you guys to read my second book. It has like so much drama, and I love the characters, and the characters grow, and also like more trauma, and a very interesting plot, I believe. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to start reading it. It's I really love it. And it also has some new characters introduced and new villains. Villains are cool. Some new villains introduced. How old are my characters in my second book? They're a year older. Halo is 15 and a half. Kenneth is newly, is that how you say the word? Newly 16 years old. Kenneth is newly 16 years old. Bree is 17 and 18. And there's a character named Audibor Wood, or just Boar. He is 6. So my characters are all around like a year older than they were in my second book. Than in my first book. My second book. They were like a year older. Yeah, but you guys are gonna love Boar. He is just like this bundle of adorable, innocent joy. He's so cute, but he's so smart, and you guys are gonna love him. And he's like, he's like, Kenneth gets like really protective of a Boar because Boar's like this little 6-year-old boy. So it's adorable. You guys are gonna love it. Oh, thank you. It's funny because I think my voice sounds like ridiculous recorded, but thank you. And also, hi, Macy. And so that's all the questions I wrote down. But you guys can ask more in the comments, or we could just like chat a bit. Because I'm gonna be live streaming for another 30 minutes. How many books am I gonna make? Well, for the Universe Rings, there's gonna be 3. I've already written the first 2, and I'm gonna write the third one at some point. And then just in general, I don't know. I like writing, so I'm probably gonna write a lot of books. I have like a lot of ideas in the back of my head. So, how many books am I making at the moment is just pretty much the Universe Rings. And hi, Macy. I already said hi, but I'm gonna say hi again. So awkward silence. I have like this cool idea, guys, that I'm a little bit scared to try, but I want to try it. I want to try like bookbinding because I love trying new like like different like creative art craft things. So I want to try bookbinding. There's a few books that like if I ever get the supplies for them, I'll probably try bookbinding them. But for bookbinding, there's all these supplies you need, and that means money. And as somebody who doesn't have a job yet, money's a little bit hard to get. So, but So. Oh, you're gonna be a lifeguard? That's cool. You were gonna be lifeguard? That's cool, but school got in the way. Yeah. Your standards in life are really high. Nah, that's not a problem. I have high standards too. I have a question for you guys. Who else always came up with like a million different things they wanted to be when they grew up, when they were younger? Because there was like a million different things I wanted to be when I was younger. Like, it was a ridiculous amount. Oh, why is my screen covered? Because I don't want to show my face right now. But when I was younger, I wanted to be like a ballerina, an astronaut. For some reason, I wanted to be a farmer. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be everything you could be, pretty much. So, you still have like a million things you want to be. Kind of same. A cheetah scientist. You were 3. That's funny. No, my cat jumped on my laptop. No! Don't do that, Coffee. Mwah. Okay. She's trying to ruin things. Yeah. So. Oh, I'm curious. What books are you guys reading right now? If you're reading anything, what books are you guys reading right now? I'm reading What Doesn't Could Be for the 4th time by now. You just finished The Drowned Woods? That sounds really interesting. A murder mystery. Family of Liars. Gone. Master of the Tides. Thriller called Thieves' Gambit. Ooh, these all sound like really interesting books. I haven't heard of most of them, but they all sound really interesting. I'm ashamed to say that I didn't actually finish reading one of the Hunger Games books, so I'm gonna get it from the library and finish reading it. Because I read like the first half of it and never finished. So. And I also at some point want to read Heroes of Olympus. And yeah. Half of the books you guys are talking about I haven't heard of. So now I'm like just like reading the comments and listening. Do I have Goodread? I actually don't know. If I do, I don't like use it or anything. I haven't read or watched Divergent, so I don't know anything about it. Thank you, Lily. So, also, guys, I just want to like thank you for helping me get to 2,000 subscribers. That's honestly like, it's like shockingly a lot. That's like 2,000 people. So that have subscribed to my channel. That's just like absolutely insane. Like I honestly can't believe it. like a part of my mind is like convinced it's not like all 2,000 because it's a lot. So I just want to thank you guys because that's like amazing. Thank you. And like I love you guys so much. I do agree with you, Kelsey. In like every single case, books is always better than the movies, I think. Though there's The Princess Bride, and I've watched the movie and I haven't read the book, so there's that. But I think the books are usually always better than the movies. Oh, congratulations, Lily! 273 is like still a lot of subscribers. I haven't read Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit, and I've seen all of the Lord of the Rings movies like probably 3 different times. And I've watched The Hobbit, but I haven't read The Lord of the Rings yet. I have the books. I just haven't read them yet. Ooh, I do listen to Laufey. I love her. Her voice is really pretty. And I like already like talked like made a community post about it, but for summer I started like a summer reading bingo, and I like sent like a picture of it, and I don't know if anybody's like planning on like participating or anything, but just from starting from yesterday, which is when I started, I've already read almost an entire book, and I've read for like hours, and I've gotten like 1 bingo. My mom told me that if I can get a complete blackout on the bingo, that she'll give me $20. So that's like a win. It's like for a summer school thing. So, and I just thought I'd share it because it's just really fun. But I made a community post about it. Probably the hardest one for me is going to be reading 10 books because I'm a really slow reader, like a really slow reader. Do I public or private school? I'm actually homeschooled. I've been homeschooled my entire life. I've never gone to a real school. So, and do I have a job? I don't. I've been like trying to get a job for the past 6 months, and like I've like applied for like I think like 4 different places at this point. I haven't got a job yet. I even like recalled and like texted and visited like some of the places and I couldn't get a job. So it's kind of sad. I'm surprised McDonald's didn't hire me. So that's like it was actually a surprise because they often hire teenagers, but I still can't get a job yet, which is sad because I really want a job so I can start saving for college because I plan to go to college when I graduate high school. I'm just like a teensy bit jealous because my older brother just got a job and my best friend has a job. So I'm just like a teensy bit jealous. Oh man, you couldn't pass the lifeguard test. What do I want to go to college for? I want to be a psychologist when I grow up. Specifically, I want to be like a therapist, and I want to help people who struggle with mental health issues. So, oh, bye, Jade. Bye. So, that's what I want to go to college for when I graduate high school. What is it with writers of psychology? I have no idea. I've been writing since I was 8, and I've been wanting to be a psychologist since I was 11. So it's like a little bit close in age there, like just a few years apart between when I started writing and when I decided I wanted to be a psychologist. Have I ever hardcore DNF'd a book? Hardcore? I'm not sure what that means. Like for hardcore, like just like immediately like DNF'd it or something? Not exactly. I don't like DNFing books because it makes me sad and I feel guilty about it. But the books I did DNF was I DNF'd one of the Dragon Watch books because it was so boring. It was so boring. Like, so I DNF'd that. And I DNF'd Oliver Twist when I was like 10. Those are like the only books I've ever DNF'd. Oh, maybe. That's like an interesting theory. Jubilee Cambish writes. Your mom forced you to read Oliver Twist? It was funny. When I was like 10, I watched a movie, Oliver Twist movie, and so I decided to read the book, and then I found out that the book and the movie weren't exactly the same. And since when I was 10, I wasn't that into reading, I like immediately DNF'd it. Which is sad. Because it was, I feel like I need to now reread it. Because I didn't get into reading until I was 12. Which is like actually really late compared to like a lot of people I know. But I didn't get into reading until I was 12. I didn't really like reading until I read Harry Potter. Two of my friends like made me read Harry Potter. And so I read Harry Potter, and that's where I actually got into reading. Am I more of a reader or a writer? Well, I've been writing longer, I guess. I've been writing since I was 8, but we don't talk about the horrible things I wrote when I was 8. We don't talk about it, just awful writing. But I guess I've been writing since I was 8, so I guess I could say I'm more of a writer. But I've been reading since I was 12, and I absolutely love reading now. And, like, I'm obsessed with, like, so many books. Yeah, I wish I got into reading when I was 9. But when I was 9, I couldn't get into it. And it doesn't help that I didn't get my glasses until I was like 8 or 9. So before that, the words were like always really blurry. And then I also like I had trouble focusing on what I was reading when I was younger. So a story that was literally 10 words. That's funny. When I was like 8, I wrote a book that was pretty much a fantasy version of the Swiss Family Robinson. That was the first book I ever wrote. It was called The Barberville Family. It was about 15 pages long, and it was very interesting and had very bad writing. I still have it. And when I was like 10, I started writing this book called Christopher's Life about this guy named Christopher. It was pretty much a knockoff of every historical fiction movie I've ever watched. So, you used to use different font sizes for dialogue in your earlier books? Huh. It's funny. No, I know. I finished like a few stories when I was younger. I wrote a trilogy of like probably about 10,000 words when I was like 11. That was very much based off of Frozen, though I kept insisting it wasn't based off of Frozen. So it's funny. I wrote like just horrible books, horrible writing, horrible grammar from like 8 to 11, and then I stopped writing for like a couple years until like 2 years ago when I started writing The Universe Rings, and that was like the actual only good book. Though when I started writing The Universe Rings, it still had pretty like bad writing, but. Oh, that's actually cute though. Picture book about a girl and a dog. That's actually cute though. That sounds actually really fun. Like writing a book with friends. I was writing a book with my older best friend when I was like 11. That was so knockoff of what's it called? Princess Diaries. I wrote a book with a friend that was really knockoff of that. The thing was is that I was the one who was knocking off Princess Diaries. It was my best friend who was actually trying to make something that actually was original. But then I think she just kind of let me do my thing. You and your friends have a writing club? That sounds so fun. I want to be in a writing club, but none of I only have like 2 friends in like that are like I know in person that write. And we don't see each other that often. I mean, I guess I have another friend who writes too, but she's very secretive about her writing. So I have no one to make a writing club with. I want a writer club. Yeah. No fair. One of them does graphic novels? That's so cool. Oh, she never shares it. We technically almost have like an online writing club. I mean, we're all writers online and we all talk about our writing and share writing. So it's like almost a writer club online. Oh, same. I moved like a year ago. And so like all of my friends are online friends or just friends that I text. And my cat is attacking me. Okay. There we go. A weekly live stream? That would be cool, but it would have to people would have to take turns live streaming because I don't think I have the time to live stream every week. But oh, you moved last week? Oh. Moving is stressful. I hope it's going well. Moving is really stressful. I moved last year and it was a pain. And I'm like I'm not even the adults. Like why do we all only have 2 friends? In real life, I don't know. That's I have like other friends because every Thursday, except for in the summer, so I'm not doing it right now, but every Thursday I do like this like Christian Catholic activity, even though I'm not Catholic. So I have friends there, but they're only friends in that activity, and I don't ever see them outside of that. So in real life, like I have friends, but I never see them because I moved. So you have 7 friends? You're Lutheran, that's cool. You have 7 friends? I had 7 friends when I was younger. And then I think half of them left, and then I moved away from the other half. Honestly, online friends are cool though. Online friends are cool because you never see their face, or sometimes you see their face and you talk to them online, and then it's like that. So guys, I planned on live streaming for an hour, and it's been like almost an hour. We have like 4 minutes left. So I suppose we could talk for like 4 more minutes, and then I'll have to go because I have stuff I have to do this evening. But we can talk for like 4 more minutes. Okie dokie. But how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? Yeah. Crickets. Cricket noises. I'm doing good. um, Default answer is yeah. But I'm doing good. I finished school for now I'm on summer break. Um, I think my writing's doing really well. Um, um, yeah, stuff's going pretty good for me. You're going to an art museum? That's cool. I don't think I've ever been to an art museum. I don't think I've been to stuff similar, but I don't think I've ever been to like an actual art museum. I went to this cool miniature museum. Like it was just full of miniature things, and that was really cool. Has anybody ever been to the Creation Museum? Like there's I think it's like in like it might be in I don't know where it is. It's like maybe like it's somewhere in like near Tennessee, I think. But it's like this cool big museum. It has like a huge ark there. Like from the Bible, it's like this huge ark. Oh, your cousins have? I've never been there. I think I actually went there once when I was younger, but I haven't been there since the ark was built. But I feel like I do need to do live streams more often, but for some reason they're like really hard for me to plan. And I usually have a really, really loud household. So yeah, I want to try doing live streams more often. Yeah, I have I have a lot of siblings and they're loud, so it can be hard for me to do videos because, it's usually a lot of noise in the background. No, it's like surprisingly quiet, which is weird. I hear like a little bit of walking, but you have a basement? That's cool. But guys, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go soon. I'm gonna have to go now because I have like stuff I have to work on. But I just wanna like thank you guys again for joining my live stream and like asking questions and talking. You're like guys are really nice to talk to. And just wanna thank you guys for like watching my videos and reading my books for those who have read it. And thank you for me getting 2,000 subscribers. So I love you guys all, and I'm gonna go now. So bye, guys. Bye. Love you all.